Hello and good day. So, some pros and cons between real estate investing and stock market investing. Today I would like to talk about some of the differences between the value of doing either type of investing. With the stock market investing, which is something I talk about the most on this channel, it requires to get into it and learn the basics. You can start investing in the stock market with as little as one stock, which can be as low as, well, it can be easily a mere $10. With apps like Robinhood, there aren't even a buy and sell fee, which initially would have made it harder to do such small investments. However, versus the real estate investing, you need a minimum capital of higher quantity, and which even with mortgages and the various other types of investing methods for real estate, it is still of a higher quantity than a single stock. In most cases that I have found, the actual difficulty in getting introducing yourself to the real estate market and understanding it and figuring out how to manage your properties is more difficult than it is to find the good valued stock, decide whether it's overvalued or not, and then invest, and then you're just waiting for either another opportunity to come along or when it is best time to sell or buy more of said stock. Versus with real estate, you have to find out whether it's a good property, whether you can make it a good property, whether the property is undervalued and can or be increased in value, and whether you're at a high or low point of the housing market, and how to best handle that on either situation. And then you need to, as I said before, you got to figure out how to manage it. And it will be a while, and it generally takes a while to be able to know enough to be able to handle and pass it all down to a manager or a group who will manage the properties for you at a fee. And then you can just sit back investing in units and getting the renting income. Unless, of course, you are doing another type of investing like house flipping, but that is a different thing entirely. And it is a situation of stock investing is easier to get into and much more passive along the way versus real estate, which, although you can build it up to a very, very passive level, takes a lot more to get to that point. It takes a lot more to start and to learn. And the end value on both sides are effectively infinite for a skilled enough, hardworking enough person. So the investment for either of them are comparable, and I prefer the stocks, which I know more about, was easier to learn, and not as risky of a start, and not as difficult to get in, not as hard work. Much hard work was required to start it from scratch. Now, you could try mixing the two investment ideas, which can work out. However, generally, if you're good at one, then you don't necessarily need to be good at the other. Because if you are good at investing in real estate, then you're going to want to take all the excess capital you make and put it into buying more units to make you more money. While if you're good at the stock market, instead of risking it with the real estate, and you might decide that you'd make more and it'd be safer investing in the stocks. or bonds or some other form, you'd be able to make more than enough being an expert of one or the other than actually needing to mix the both. So I say that one is easier, but neither have the necessarily advantage over the other in terms of actual profits that can be made. And it depends a lot on how skilled and how much the person is able to learn and get good at the investing type, and how much effort they're willing to put in. They can get different levels of results based on either type of investing. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and have a good day.